Greetings. I seem to have the classic problem in that my deck's too big. Just too big to fit in its package. So I need to figure out which bit of this nonsense I want to whittle down. All this deck really is splashing blue for 5 wishes for the sideboard, and these evil ridiculous things which nobody plays, and they both grab either an Ugin from here or an Ugin from the sideboard and then ruin everyone's day with that. So it's a bit of a classic list of bollocks such as I might want in the sideboard, and in here it's got some neutral stuff that won't get dispelled, not much of it though, and some good black cards and some rampy green cards, and that's about it. A couple of ballasts for an alternative way to hurt people, but all in all it's mostly just let's find out what we should get rid of. I'm thinking the main problem with this deck will be the complete absence of 1-drops and getting my face smashed in early. That's my guess. But you never know. It might be mildly less than crap. Well, that's a silly hand. Why would you give me that hand, and why would I keep it? That's just nonsense. No one in their right mind would keep such a hand. Disappointed to even be offered it, frankly. And again. We'll splash some blue. That's a gingerbread freak. I got a 1-drop, it's a miracle. It's only like 2 1-drops in there, plus Stone Coil Serpents, which somehow made it into the deck. I'm not sure what happened there. Something strange. Okay. Interesting. Just chillin'. Buying ourselves some ramping time. My recent tweaks could have left me with a subpar level of land. I was doing some whittling and pruning, and I was a little bit indiscriminate. So, goodness knows what the situation is there. That was a very complicated looking decision that I just skipped. Complicated blocking thoughts. Let's just not worry about it. For my face is a shield of steel. Do I bop him with the ginger brute? Let me see. He's lost all his power-ups of nonsense. Let's not worry about it. She'll be right. That's the attitude you need to take if you're going to get competitive in this game. Mulligan? Whatever. Blocking? Yeah, if I feel like it. I keep throwing spells at that guy. Use up all your spells on that guy. on that guy too. 3 points of damage. I think that might have taken care of him. It's a highly aggressive deck. It's a good thing I've got ramp. Otherwise I'd be worried about my most likely death. I'm sure he's got plenty of removal where that came from. Okay, he's got a giant, he wants to crush my bone. So, 3 ought to do it. That most annoying of planeswalkers. Huh, dear me. The terror of the Ugin. I mean, seriously. It's not that bad, is he? Admittedly, I wouldn't have had to have used much of his loyalty to actually fry his army, so it would have been a relatively tough Ugin. I'm a little surprised that maybe he didn't have some sort of planeswalker removal-y type of shenanigans, but you never know what you'll find in the casual queue. You can find all sorts of freaks and geeks in here. And a lot of my decks just don't have any decent removal. I get carried away with creatures. Overly excited about them. Okay, let's see how this one pans out then, shall we? 2 blacks, no greens. As distribution of lands and mana goes, that sounds pretty much ideal. Lots of green ramp, nothing but green ramp, and nothing but black lands. You read my mind. A familiar looking face. Speaking of familiar, you've seen that card before, haven't you, opponent? You're not going to need to stop and read that. You know exactly what you're dealing with. Good to see I've got another black mana source too. That was vital. Deep in thought. Deep in thought. Yes, where to trim this deck? Decisions, decisions. A youthful Knigget. Hey, more black mana. Thank goodness. Well, it seems that I'm going to be using this to wish for mana sources. Pretty embarrassing. Let's see what my enemy wishes for. Tengu the Thoughtful. Ah, nice. Something to smack me in the face. Wasn't expecting that. Look at me, I've got a forest. I can actually do things and some stuff. Can have a surge of popularity. Okay, book me some more in the face, please. My face loves it. Power up that paladin. Get on in here. Give me some nice taps on the facey way. Nice. As you can see, my enemy is hogging that talisman, keeping it very close to their chest. Yeah, well, I'm assuming I'm screwed at this point because obvious reasons, but let's just do some things and some stuff and delay the inevitable, etc. Protection from multicolored is good. I'm a bit of a fan. Why doesn't my road block? Did something special happen? Oh, the game has decided. Can't be blocked by something special? Give me a thing. Creatures of power 2 or less. Yes, okay. Okay, where are we at then? We're basically dead. Diddly do, diddly do. Oh well. Let's get cracking on this. We don't have all day to die. Slap that down, do some stuff. Fart around a bit. Let this guy beat me down. Hopefully he's not a turn puddler. He insists on doing a whole bunch of things before his turn. For his attack, I mean. Yes, good. Okay. Well, that's why you should never mulligan. The only way to teach the game to give you good hands is to play games like that. You just have to send the message. Give me a decent hand. This isn't a game where we mulligan. Definitely need to put together some sort of colourless deck, including some of these golem-y things. I'm a bit of a fan of colourless golems, so whenever I open any kind of a packet of cards, there's never any in there, but I can craft them. It is allowed. They do permit me. So, seem to be epic amount of immediate plays. Next, as in, would I like to cast a 0/0 Serpent? Glad they gave me some thinking time on that one. It's always so tempting to cast a 0/0 Serpent. Okay, let's do some things that look like magic playing. Tap our green-eyed girl in the face. She's a bit of a hottie, but I don't know about glowy green eyes. It's a well-established fact that people with glowing red eyes are the best. Even if our sunglasses do occasionally catch fire, I feel it's a small price to pay. Tap tap. Okay. Might have to tweak the lands a little in this deck. Land tweakage in order. That's what I say. Land tweakage. Bit of a powerful landfallatron. Oh, the terror. Struck down by the terror of my incoherent deck with its complete lack of land. That always throws them. Never quite sure what to do about that. My deck just abruptly turned into an aggro deck for 3/8 of a second there. Not really sure why. Certainly didn't build it to be remotely useful in the first few turns of the game, but somehow it was. It's an extremely chaotic deck, this one. Good lord, who's this handsome smegger? What a freaking stud. Okay, well I can't complain about a lack of land. I'm not entirely sure what to do with this land. Sure. So, if I had a bit of a forest growing out of my passage, and I resist the urge to drop a 0/0 serpent, diddly-do, I'm going to just be the biggest prick in the universe and do that. Because everybody needs a Lotus Cobra in their life. They should have made this thing legendary. I think for the most part that would have sorted out a lot of the issues that are around. Just make it legendary. So, I've got more land and a little bit of rampiness. I might just be a psycho and get that down. I might even bring in my Ugin pretty soon. How crazy I am. Haha! This will be interesting. What does he consider valuable to me? Beanstalker Giant? Tan-Timber Symbiosis? What's he worried about? Heartless Act? By all means, help yourself. Well, that was a fortuitous draw, because it means I can do this. Guess double multi-forestiness. And I can also do, of course if he's got lots of these kite sail freebooters, then this will be a foolhardy thing for me to do so early, but still. It's fun to freak people out. Okay, gotten a little bit of rampant rampiness. Sticking to the mono black theme, Larka predation, there it goes. My powers of prediction are infallible. This has been widely established. Infallible, I tell you. Trying to bip me in the face. Okay. He do that. What have we got? 6. Give him a nice removal target. He likes removal clearly. Yep. What a weird matchup. Okay, well my path is pretty obvious and dull. Come on, you've got a Wishclaw Talisman there, you know you want to use it. Go on. Go on. Prolific Scythe. Awesome. Loving that kind of contraption. Don't know if this guy's really a creaturey kind of guy at all. I think he's just a removal-y kind of guy. And that's going to be his deal. Just keep removing things and, I don't know, wait for me to be top decking, I guess. Don't know. Who knows what the master plan is? He's got 4 cards, he must have something. Pestilent Haze. So that he gets hit for less. The best he could manage. Seems a bit of a shame almost. Give me some life. Played the wrong way around because I've forgotten what deck I'm using. What a silly sausage. But concentration is not my strong suit. Particularly when I'm making a video for you folks. Most of the time I'm happy to be ultra boring, but happy to puzzle around and focus and do clever things and stuff, but when you're making a video you've just got to crack on. Let's go haster. No. Actually I'll get off my mana back, so I'll just give him a quick zap. There we go. Quick boop to the face. Reveal my hand. Behold my hand. You know you were going to use my Wishclaw. Yes! Knew it. Knew it. Beautiful. Show me what you got. Show me the best thing in your deck. Show me how good it is. Let me decide if I fear it. He's got 5 mana, he might just bring in something he can immediately cast. Would be my assumption. He's just going to bring in removal and use it on the Beanstalk Giant. But he might bring in some beefy, awesome creature to drop, I guess. Maybe. Sort of. Possible. We shall see. Oh dear. The best removal he had was not adequate removal, it would appear. This is a very higgledy-piggledy deck, and I definitely need to whittle it down. I mean, I could get rid of my giant skewer, though on occasion it's really helped me heal and produce food and whatever. I'm not 100% decided on what to whittle away at. It's just when your deck's slightly too big for your pants, it's not something that you want to hack away at. You want to be careful when manscaping such an area. I could cut some weapons. I think it's a 65 card deck at the moment, which isn't quite ideal. I tried it as an overinflated Yorion deck, and that didn't seem to really work either. Having lots of tutoring sometimes works in a big giant deck. What the heck's going on here? I've got one black land. Damn it, this is an affront to my religious beliefs. Well, that was just as well, because I kind of have to agree. If you didn't explode, I was going to explode, because if I'd had to mulligan, I would have died of embarrassment anyway. Inspired ultimatum, neat. Thanks. It's good to have ultimatums. Ultimatums have a habit of killing people a lot. It's a big funky dragon. I've been taking on some interesting looking people in this game at least. Okay, I've got black sources, I've got green sources, I've got nothing whatsoever to play in the first few turns. Sounds freaking perfect. I'm in. So, Golgari looking shenanigans. Let's find out what this guy's all about deep down. First, Iroan Games, Claim the Waste, Call of the Death Dweller, Grasp of Darkness, and Migration Path. He's quite rampy. Sort of the only creature-y thing. Not a great selection. I'm going to get rid of the removal because I've got very little by way of defense forces for myself. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess. What should I do? Should I defend myself? I don't think I should. Do I multi-ramp the cultivate, or do I get my beanstalk giant? No. Cultivate it is. Get my blue source, and another black source, I guess, and put the blue in so that I'm good to go. There we go. His human gets powered up, smacks me in the face, etc, etc. Reclaiming some wastes. Always good to encourage recycling. Keeping me in the face like a big, bad, nasty person. Okay. I've got half of a decent amount of mana. what am I going to do? Desperately protect myself, I guess. I was keen to push my agenda, but I thought, bugger it, I should just try and be vaguely clever and defend myself and be sensible. That's the word I was looking for. Sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. What a bastard. Where am I at? 5 mana. Could well die before I get ramped up to any good level of goodness. But you never know. Oop. Okay, we cultivate a disdainful air of incompetence, and that way I've actually got some vague chance of playing something decent next turn. Some rampant ramp is always good. Oh, look at that. No. Very nice. Smack me down to a level that I deserve, being the scum that I am. Okay, let's drop that crazy critter. Put that thingo down. Ah, diddly do, diddly dee. 7-5. I guess I can't afford to. Crystalline Giant. Nice. What do you get? What do you get? First strike. Very nice. Gotta love a Crystalline Giant. That's what I should shove in this deck. To go with the whole sort of silly Ugin-y whateverness. So this is a 7. 3, 3, 3. Okay. Crystalline Giant stays. But now. Lucky the Masticore. Another fine choice, my lad. Oh, he didn't. Yeah, I was going to say. Should have enough mana to finish off old Ugin there. No. He gets a counter, no less. Fortuitous, fortuitous. Throw it all out. Yes, I did my land before my snake. I wasn't really planning on even dropping that snake, to be honest. So, he doesn't have Death Touch or anything. I'm just going to attack because I'm going to get a bit silly. One nuke, one love tap, the slightest thing and I'm dead, so I might as well just be a bit of a crazy boy. Things from the graveyard. Venturing away. You gotta keep a track of these guys. Cool thing about them is that they change every turn. So if your enemy's not paying attention, they get some sort of nice power up that turn. And your enemy doesn't see it coming and suddenly they've got death touch. Reach. Okay. Reach doesn't faze me too much. Okay. Given that I don't have a planeswalker anymore and this guy's just going to get feistier and feistier. Okay, well that's kind of interesting. Let's just do that. Look at him go. Death Touch and Menace, he's piling it on. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Nice. Bit of a flyer. Boop. -11. Perfect. Always finish on a defeat. That's long been my motto. Start by showing off your big deck. Finish by getting smacked in the face by an even bigger one. Very interesting. There was a few things in Bad Guys. Not so much this funky thing. Sparky the Masticore I love. And the crystalline giant that I killed. They're both pretty cool. Yes! Bit higgledy-piggledy this deck. Ramping up to Ugin can be a lot of fun, but sometimes it just sort of does the business, sometimes it doesn't. It's the kind of thing I can throw into a lot of decks, but specialising in fetching Ugin, is it a thing? The answer is, as always, sometimes. There's always a deck out there that can kill you. Anyway, back to the drawing board I go, looking for fresh jankiness, and I'll see you in the next video.